Hello everyone. Now let's begin with the frequency distribution graphs, and the simplest one is line graph. Basics about the line graph is that line frequency graphs are plotted for discrete data. These are very simple to draw. Values of the variables are shown on x-axis and frequency on y-axis. Frequency is depicted as a vertical line from the x-axis for each measured value, and height of the vertical line represents to the frequency value. And this line graph is used without a kink on the axis. Line frequency graph, it is understood with the help of a numerical example and steps to be followed to have absolute clarity. Let us begin. Information about rice consumed in kgs by number of families is given, and this information needs to be presented through a line frequency graph. So first step is that you need to select variables for x and y axis. Value of the independent variable, which is rice consumed, will be shown on x-axis, and value of dependent variables, that is the number of families, is shown on y-axis. Then frequency, that is the number of families, is depicted as a vertical line from the x-axis for each dependent variable value. Continuing further, then you need to select the scale. Axis scales should be selected so that all the values of variables to be represented on that axis are covered within the axis length of 5 to 7 centimeters. And how do we find that? You need to select a scale to represent value of the variable. On x-axis, say 1 kg of rice consumed is represented by 5 mm point, which is denoted as A on x-axis on the graph. The scale is 5 mm is 1 kilogram of rice. Then on y-axis, you need to select a scale to represent the value of frequency. So one family is represented by 5 mm point, shown by A dash on y-axis of the graph. So y-axis scale is 5 mm is 1 family. Next, you need to then find out the length of x-axis. Total length of x-axis, that is OX, is equal to the scale value of the largest variable converted to scale in mm plus 10 to 15 millimeters for right hand margin. So the formula for that would be scale length divided by scale variable value into maximum variable value plus end margin, which is 5 mm divided by 1 kg into the maximum variable value. Rice consumed maximum value is 12. So into 12 plus 10, which is the end margin that we have kept. So by calculating this, we get 70 mm, or it is 7 centimeters. So your x-axis length should be of 7 centimeters. Similarly, one can find out the length of y-axis. Total length of y-axis OY is equal to the scale value of the largest number of families converted to scale in millimeters plus 10 to 15 mm for top end margin. So the formula is scale length divided by scale dependent variable value into maximum dependent variable value plus end margin. That is 5 mm divided by 1 family into 6, because here the maximum value is 6 so far as number of families is concerned, plus 15. On calculating this, we get 30 plus 15, which is 45 or 4.5 centimeter, trying to say that length of y-axis will be 4.5 centimeters. Then you take a graph paper and select a point O near the left side of the graph paper at such a location that both x-axis, which will be of 7 centimeters, and y-axis, which is of 4.5 centimeters, can be accommodated on the graph paper. Point O may be 10 millimeters from the left end of the graph paper. Then draw a line OX, which is 7 centimeters long, on dark colored horizontal line of graph paper to represent x-axis. Then draw a line OY, which will be 4.5 centimeters long, on dark colored vertical line of graph paper to represent y-axis. Then mark the variable data points rice consumption on x-axis. Scale we have already understood. It is 1 kg of rice equivalent to 5 mm. So starting from 0, mark 2 at 10 mm, 4 at 20 mm, and so on. So we can see that all the points are marked on x-axis beginning from 0 till 14. Then one can mark dependent variable data points, that is number of families on y-axis. Scale we have already understood. One family is 5 mm. So starting from O, mark 2 at 10, 4 at 20. Likewise, mark up to 8 on y-axis. Now, last is to plot the frequency graph. The first data point is 4, 4. Second is 8 and 6. Third is 10 and 3. And last one is 12 and 5. So one needs to coordinate these values. So 4 and 4, 4 on x-axis and 4 on y-axis represent this point. So you have a line graph here. A dash B dash represents 4 families and point B dash represents the first data point 4. Similarly, one can draw other data points to get line frequency graphs. Here you can notice that there is no kink on x or y axis. So we have understood these 7 steps to construct a line frequency graph. With this, the description on constructing line frequency graph gets complete. Thank you. To learn more, visit our website and enroll in our courses to master economics and get a higher score in CBSE and CUET examination. With our current introductory offer, you can enroll in each of the courses for just Rs 999. So, seize the opportunity and join before the introductory offer expires. Like, share and subscribe to EcoStudies channel. Also, drop a comment. See you in the next session for another concept. Thank you.